Hi guys! So today I'm actually filming right before I head to work again. So if I look a little scatterbrained or if I just sound very rushed, it's because I am in a rush. I literally have like 20 minutes to film this and I gotta go. So today we're gonna be talking about Chanel powders. And I like Chanel powders. I actually love them because I feel like they have a great range of textures and what works for, you know, different skin tones. So I feel like these powders are one of the most universal powders on the market, just because I feel like there is a powder at Chanel for every age, every skin type, every skin texture. So if you're oily, dry, old, young, whatever it is, there's gonna be a powder for you. But before we get into that, I had promised you guys about 2 videos ago that either last video or this video was going to be a very special video, and it's actually this video. So this video is special because I recently hit 500 subscribers, and to me, that's a lot because I didn't expect the growth to be so fast. I mean, it wasn't that fast. It took, I mean, a couple months, but I wasn't expecting growth in general at all. So to hit 500 subscribers, which, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, like, I mean, you know, Michelle Phan has like billions and, you know, bajillions. She has a whole world watching her, and I have 500, which, I mean, to me, that means more than anything. So to say thank you to you guys, I wanted to give away, these 2 items to you guys. I wanted to do a little giveaway, and because it was my Chanel videos that kind of helped me with my growth, I thought it was going to be appropriate to give away a couple of Chanel products. So you will be receiving the micro cream and the blue serum. I am going to choose one winner. Unfortunately, this contest is not open internationally just because I don't have the means to ship things internationally, and because these are fluids, I don't know how TSA is going to approve them, because I tried to talk to a couple people, and just because this is a fluid and then it is going, you know, in the air, I'm not too clear on certain things. So for this particular giveaway, it is going to be only within the United States. So for my international subscribers, I'm so sorry, but don't worry, there's going to be a lot more giveaways coming up in the future. So if you missed out on this one, don't worry about it. Okay, so rules for entering. You do have to be subscribed to me. This particular giveaway is for my subscribers, so that's why I didn't put in the title giveaway or anything, because I didn't want to attract other people to come look at my channel just because I'm doing a giveaway. Like, I want this to be specifically for my subscribers. So you do have to be subscribed to me. So how to enter, just go on my Instagram, it's gonna be linked below, and just go ahead and repost my most recent picture. It's gonna be captioned, "Thank you YouTube for 500 subscribers," and you'll know which one it is. It's the most recent one. So go ahead and just repost that picture and hashtag DreDreDoesMakeup giveaway. You can enter as many times as you want. I mean, I don't have, you know, I can't, because I realize that I could say, oh, you can only enter once, but I don't really have control over how many people enter however many times. And plus, I mean, if you want to enter like a 5 million times to up your chances, like, that's on you. Like, you go you for commitment. So just to repeat, the rules are you do have to be subscribed to me, you give this video a thumbs up, and then you just repost my most recent picture on my Instagram. It's on my personal Instagram, my Umbrella Tran Instagram, and you just repost it and hashtag DreDreDoesMakeup giveaway, and then within a week. So this video is going up, what's today's date? So today is Wednesday. So this video is going up on the 12th, my brother's birthday. So yeah, so today is the 12th. This contest is going to be open for a week. So from the 12th to the 19th, next Wednesday, the 19th, I will be randomly selecting one person, one winner, and I'm going to personally direct message you on Instagram, notifying that you are the winner, and I will get your information and I will ship it out to you with a little thank you card and a couple of, you know, other tokens of appreciation. So yeah, the rules are going to be listed down below just in case you wanted, you know, a reminder of them. Now that that's out of the way, let's go ahead and hop into powders. So the first powder I want to talk about is the Le Tint powder. It comes in a rectangular packaging that looks like this. And it does come with mine. This is brand new, so it still has a plastic on it. But so it comes with a sponge, and the powder is on this side. This is our most full coverage powder. Honestly, it's pretty much a powder foundation. It has quite a bit of pigment in it. So if you are on the oily side and you want a powder that's going to be long wearing, I would definitely recommend this for you. If you're on the drier side, I wouldn't recommend it to you as much, just because if you're dry, this does have the potential to cake up in certain areas, especially if you are dry, like on your cheeks. It might just hold on to the dry areas. But I mean, if you just want like a powder foundation and you are on the dry side, you could just make sure that you moisturize really well and then do a light dusting of this, and you should be fine. For touch-up, I definitely would recommend this for touch-up because it has so much pigment in it. So if you're going throughout your day and you get a little oily and you just need a touch-up, and then you put this guy on, because it has so much pigment in it, all that's going to show up is pigment, and it's just not going to blend well into your makeup. So this would be a good setting powder, as well as a finishing powder. It's going to give you a very matte finish, but for touch-up, I definitely wouldn't recommend this. Next, I want to talk about the Le Beige powder. So they don't come like this. I depotted them because I keep these in my freelance kit, but the Le Beige powders are the ones that come in little round vessels, or they're the round ones, and they come in like a beige, has a beige cover. It looks like this, but inside the compact itself is round and it's pretty domed. So this one is, I feel, Chanel's most universal powder. It does come in 7 shades. So there's pretty much a shade for everybody. These are definitely more medium to sheer, but it's actually kind of on the sheer side. So this will work well as a setting powder and a finishing powder. It's gonna not only set your makeup, but it's gonna give you a very luminous finish. Since it's so sheer, you could actually get away with not getting your perfect match. So if this color is a little off from your skin tone, it's not going to be as obvious as the lip tint powder, because the lip tint powder has a lot more pigment. So with that one, it's important that you get your perfect match. But with this one, if you don't get your perfect match because it's so sheer, it's not going to be very obvious. So this powder, literally, it's not really, it's a powder that doesn't feel like a powder and doesn't look like a powder. It's very finely milled and it's very, very creamy and delicious. So this is great for all ages and all skin tones. If you're oily, you can use this to set. If you're dry, this would be the perfect powder for you, just to, just slap on your face real quick. If you're on the younger side and you're just barely starting off with makeup, this would be a great powder for you to start off with because it's very sheer. Or if you're on the mature side and you just want a powder, but you don't want something that's gonna show into your fine lines, this powder would be great for you. Also, another good thing about this powder is that it's great as a bronzer. So because these powders are made for skin, it's going to look a little more realistic as a bronzer because it's going to show up as a natural shadow as opposed to I am wearing bronzer. So I actually like to double this as bronzer. And my rule of thumb is whatever your shade is in this, I just bump it up to, and that's your natural bronzing shade. Next powder I want to talk about is the loose translucent powder. So it does come in a jar like this, and it comes with its own little powder puff. Super cute. Unfortunately, we don't sell individual powder puffs. You're just gonna have to wash the one that you have. But this one is it's actually a really big jar. So honestly, it took me like a year to finish this one, and I use it liberally every day. So this one is going to give you a very matte finish. It's translucent, and it does come in 3 colors. So this one is number 2. It does come in number 1, and it comes in a number 40. So there is one darker than this, and then there's one lighter than this. They are all translucent, as in like when you put it on your skin, it's not going to show up as color. Even though it is mattifying, when you dump it out on your skin, you're going to see that it has like these little reflex in it. They call it photo reflex, so that when you take pictures, your skin is just going to have like a certain luminosity to it. It's going to be very photogenic. When it comes to mattifying, it is very mattifying. So I actually use this today just to kind of set my my makeup, but you can also use it as a finishing powder or a setting powder. So it is going to set your makeup, but it's going to give you a very matte finish. The translucent powder also comes in a pressed version. This pressed version is pretty much the translucent powder in the jar, but it's pressed. So this powder is perfect for touch-up or setting. So if you want something simple just to set your makeup, this would be great. But if you're on the oilier side and you need something on the go with you to touch up your face, this would be absolutely perfect because it has no pigment in it. So when you go ahead and you touch up your face, it's not going to leave like, it's not going to look weird. Like, it's not going to look cakey. The more pigment that a powder has, and if you're oily and you use it to touch up, the more cakier it's going to look. And because this one is so fine and so sheer, when you touch it up, it's just going to mattify your face and just touch up your makeup. This powder is also perfect for all ages. Besides the Le Beige powder, where it's going to give you a glow, this one's more mattifying. So if you're younger and you just kind of want a powder, or if you're older and you just want a powder, or you know, just you're somewhere in the between and you just want a translucent powder, this one would be perfect for you because it's not too drying and it doesn't have too much pigment where it's going to show off any unwanted texture. So this is perfect for you. So last powder, so this is our most recent addition to the powder line, and this one is the Le Beige Healthy Glow Luminous Powder. It is a luminous powder, and I know it comes in the same packaging as the Le Beige powders, but for this time, the most recently released one, it has like these little ridges that kind of indicate that this one is the it's the luminous version. So it does come with a half moon brush just like the other one, but this one is the luminous one. So what does luminous mean? It means that it has these finely crushed pearl powders, and I know when you swatch it, it's gonna look glittery, but really it's not glittery, and you could use this as a finishing powder or a setting powder. I wouldn't recommend that you use it as a setting powder, but this one would be more of a finishing powder. It's good for oily skin or dry skin. If you're on the dry side and you usually don't, you know, powder your face, this one is very, very light, so you could go ahead and just take your brush, swirl it in there real quick, and just dust it over your face, and it's going to give you like the perfect luminosity. It's going to give your skin this very healthy glow. Or if you're on the oilier side like me, and I do use this as a finishing powder because I do like to glow a little bit without looking greasy. So what I'll do is I'll set my makeup with a mattifying powder, and then I'll just go over and I'll just dust my face all over with this powder. I do use the shade Light, so the color range is named a little differently for the luminous powders. It goes from light, medium dark, and deep, I think. You can also use these for highlighters or bronzers. If you're on the oilier side and you don't want all that luminosity, you could just use a little bit and just pat it on your cheeks, and you can use it as a highlight, or like me, you could use it as a bronzer. I use the color Deep as a bronzer. So this one is very versatile as well. It's perfect for oily skin and dry skin, and it's perfect as a bronzer or a highlighter. You can use it to set your makeup, or you can use it as a finishing powder. This one is super versatile just because you can use it so many different ways on so many different people, and I feel like the range is actually pretty good. So that was the last powder. I'm actually running out of time. I kind of have to go. I might be running late actually. So yeah, I hope you guys found this video helpful. As I mentioned, giveaway details are below. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to comment down below, message me, text me. You guys know the drill. Give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already. Make sure you subscribe, and I will see you guys again next time. Bye.